Join us as we fire up the tractor we just got and organize supplies, getting ready to go out to the property. This is Desert Homestead Prepping. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.
Hope you're all having a good summer and that everything's going well for everyone. So we're back at the house, back in town, and just thought I would share with you everything that's going on here at home. Here's Abby. She's with me, getting ready to get her bike out and go riding around. So with the problems that I had with our microphone, I decided not to even use it this time. I got a new microphone on the way that should solve that issue. Sorry about those videos where the sound was so terrible, but you know, when I'm doing work out at the property or anywhere, it's really my primary focus is the work that I'm doing. And you know, I try to put in some recording just to you know, keep you guys up to speed with what we're doing. But I'm no professional recorder by any stretch of the imagination. But anyway, this is what we got going on in our driveway here. So I'll kind of let you see what's going on. So it looks like a big pile of junk, and it gets kind of frustrating because this is how it works around here. We don't have too much space here in town, and we regularly do this where we will take a load out to the property and we'll get everything all cleaned up and organized and out of here, and then we'll slowly accumulate supplies and things that we need. So in the garage there's a whole bunch of stuff in there as well, and you know, everything here has a purpose and a reason for being here. And today I have to get some things organized and just kind of ready to go out to the property next time. So as you can see there, we got ourselves a tractor. So we're very excited to be able to have the tractor. It's, you know, it's nothing new or fancy. We're pretty excited to have it. It's a Fordson Dextra diesel tractor. It's a 3-cylinder diesel. Got it for $1,500 and needs a little bit of work. It runs, but I need to go through it and change the oil and fix the heater on the manifold that's going to help it start a little easier. But besides that, before I bought it, we started it up and I took it around for a test drive, and then of course, you know, drove it up onto the trailer. And so I'm going to do a little bit of work on it, just do some basic maintenance before we take it out to the property. So then also over here, what goes with the tractor is a plow, and my neighbor actually had this on his scrap metal trailer. And I looked over there, I'm like, what are you doing with this plow? And he's like, I was just going to take it for scrap. And so I told him, you know, let me have it. And he, you know, gave it to me for the price of what he would get for the price of scrap. So I got this for $30. Not sure how well it's going to do, but you know, we need something like this if we're going to be doing stuff out there on the property. So we got that. Some of these other things that are out here. So our plan is to use this wood burning cook stove to build an outdoor kitchen. So the the outdoor kitchen plan and the sink that's on this will also be part of that. We really need something like that because it just would be way too hot to light a fire in our wood burning stove inside the cabin in the middle of summer. It's just way too hot. So we're gonna set up an outdoor kitchen and work on the plans for that here soon in the future. So we got this wood burning cook stove for $50, and we're excited to get that all fixed and going. I had to do some basic repairs. This is the cold air intake right here, and this had broke, and this is cast iron, so you can't really weld cast iron. So I made a replacement piece that just needs a little more touching up, and I went ahead and welded this anyway, even though it's, you know, probably just gonna break, just in case. So there's that, and then of course we also have a whole bunch of wood here. A friend that we know, he got this wood, all this plywood, kind of odd and end pieces, and there's some pretty good pieces here, but he got them all from a construction site that was right by his house, and so it's kind of all over the place. There's some back here, some in the truck. He was nice enough to bring it, and there's some over in our little Ranger right there. He was nice enough to bring it over and unload it for us while I was at work. Very nice guy. So I got to get this all organized, and you know, and we're happy to take, you know, all the usable wood that we can get. With lumber prices the way they are, this is like 3/4 inch particle board, and or OSB, and man, just one sheet of this is super expensive. To have all these pieces for free is just an amazing find. And then, you know, we got this other wood burning stove. This I got for free, and that was gonna go into the outdoor kitchen. But then we came across the actual wood burning cook stove, so we're gonna use that. And I think I'm just gonna give away this one and just get it out of my hair. But then the same kind of thing in here. This is kind of where we start accumulating some of the things we can't have out in the weather, some of the decorative things and blankets that we've came across for free that'll go out into our cabinets in the shipping container out at the property, and you know, various supplies and stuff like that. But this is our life here. So today, what I got to do is I got to get the tractor started and get it off of the trailer and hook it up to the plow. And I want to park it kind of in the back of our driveway here, out of the way, and start organizing all this stuff, get everything on the trailer and organized and ready for the next time we go out to the property. Yeah, that's what we got going on here today. I don't know if you guys are interested in what we're doing here, but this is a big part of what we are doing out at the property. Being able to have all the supplies and all the things out at the property starts here, and this is really how we end up getting all our stuff. We just get little bits here and there for free or for a really good price, and we accumulate it and gather it up and take it out there. So as you can see, got the tractor off of the trailer and the plow hooked up to the tractor and moved. Feel bad because all the footage of me starting the tractor and getting it off of the trailer was lost. Apparently my phone had overheated like right at the beginning of recording, so none of the recording came out, so all of that footage was lost. But it started up okay, and I mean, it took a little bit of effort to get it started, but it seems to run pretty good when it started. The good news is, aside from that, that I did get the microphone. Hopefully the audio is going to be much better so that you guys can follow along with what's going on, and you know, so that these videos can be more enjoyable for you. So I guess what I'll do is, since you missed the tractor, is I'm going to actually go ahead and start it up again. It's been sitting for a couple days since then. Once I had got the tractor off and parked out of the way, storms rolled in, so I was not able to continue work. So now it's another day, and we're going to continue on with the work. So I'll go ahead and we'll fire up the tractor and let you see it run, and then after that I'll get going at straightening up all the rest of this stuff. So let's get at it. Okay, here's the key. We'll go ahead and turn this on. Let this glow plug heat up on this manifold. Now, last time I tried to start this, it did not want to fire up just off of the heated manifold. So I did have to put a shot of ether in it. The battery that's in this is not the best. Seems to be working okay. So I am curious of if it's gonna fire up right now for me. So we'll give this just a bit to heat up. Ooh, that gets pretty hot. So we'll grab this ether. It's probably gonna, there we go. So we'll see how it does. Yep, I don't think so. Just seems like the battery dies too fast. I checked it, it had about 13 volts, so it should be fairly good. So let me grab the battery charger. We'll give it a jump. So while I'm waiting for the battery to get kind of a charge on it before we try it, you know, kind of a story came to mind. So you've all probably noticed that I smoke a pipe, and you know, it's pretty cheap to smoke a pipe. Still terrible habit, but you know, better than the alternative. But yeah, the pipe, I've had many people comment on it because it's so rare, but it can also bring on unwanted attention. So one day I was driving home from work, and I'm just cruising home, and I'm smoking my pipe. This cop all of a sudden pulls onto the road and runs up close behind me, and instantly I knew. I was like, this cop's gonna pull me over. So I pull over to the side, and the cop comes up to me, and he says, "So I noticed that you're smoking a pipe there." I'm like, "Yeah, is there anything wrong with that?" And he's like, "Well, no, you know, it's fine to smoke a pipe." He's like, "But what are you smoking in that pipe?" And so I grabbed my bag of tobacco, and I said, "Well, I'm smoking this." And so instantly, when I unrolled my bag of tobacco, I was like, that looks just like a bag of weed. And that cop's like, well, let me see that. So instantly he's like, well, can we search the vehicle? And so I'm like, you know, I'd rather not, because I would like to get home. I've worked all day and everything. But of course they persisted, and they searched my vehicle while I sat on the side of the road and smoked my pipe. But you know, after a short time they'd realize this guy doesn't have anything, and you know, it really is just a tobacco pipe. But just something kind of interesting, kind of funny. All right, let's give this thing a try and see if we can get it to go. Okay, well, that's it. So as you can see, the thing does run. So the reason I'm not going to take this out to the property is because I need to get all this worked out. This needs to be dependable. It needs to be able to start up fairly easy. And if I can't get all that worked out and get all the kinks worked out of it, then I'll turn around and sell it, and I'll get something that I'm able to actually rely on, because it's just too much of a hassle trying to get it started. Now once I get it started, it seems to run just fine and has plenty of power and all that stuff, but I don't need to be out there at the property trying to do work and having to waste time trying to get this thing to start. So I'm going to leave it here and continue to work on it and figure out some of the leaks and some of the wiring and dial in, you know, the things that need to be dialed in on it, and hopefully we can make it so that it's more dependable, and then we'll take it out to the property. All right, well, let's get going at getting everything else all cleaned up and straightened up. All right, so I got Matthew with me to help me get some of this work done. It's nice when I have the boys so that they can help me out. They definitely make these jobs a lot easier for me, and you know, like they say, many hands make light work. So we're gonna have him give me a hand. We're gonna get all this wood loaded up on this trailer, organized the best we can. Here's your gloves. And try to have it so it's organized the best as possible so we can get the max amount on this trailer for the next trip out to the property. So we're probably just going to make a trip out to the property to drop stuff off and just to top off the water tanks and make sure everything's okay, and then just come straight back. So we'll definitely make sure to bring you guys along for that. All right, we're going to get going on this. All right, we got all the wood loaded up on the trailer, and it's looking a little better, a lot more organized. I got this thing that I didn't show you guys. So this is a plow that you would attach to a four-wheeler, I guess. I guess if you really wanted to, you could attach it to the back of a truck or something. So it's kind of neat. My wife ended up getting this from an auction, and I'm curious to see how well it's going to work. She only spent like $8 on it, so I'm sure that's an amazing deal. Cool find. Take that out to the property and see if we can put it to use. But yeah, the wood that we got, my goodness, I'm amazed at how much OSB and plywood there is. I mean, we stacked this whole trailer front to back, probably a foot thick, with this plywood. It's all kind of odd and end pieces. They're all fairly large, so I think they could definitely be used for various structures and everything. I mean, sure, it'll be kind of a hassle to piece them together on whatever structure we use them on, but you know, it doesn't have to be amazing and wonderful to, you know, to line a chicken coop, you know, even a storage shed. So yeah, I'll kind of show you. So yeah, that's what we got going on there. Yeah, that's a good amount of wood there. So I think that's pretty much it for organizing all the wood. Got that all cleaned up pretty good. And you know, the next step is to work on the wood burning cook stove. Next time that you guys come back, we'll get going on that project. All right, well, that's enough of me jabbering on. I'll let you guys go, and next video we'll get going on this project and show you how we came up with a fix for it. Wish you guys the best, and you stay safe out there.